Alright everybody, today I'm going to do a video on how to change this vent grill right here on my 2013 BMW 528i. Reason why I'm doing that, as you can see right here, I have a broken louver. Actually just comes right off. Somehow, for an unknown reason right here, it broke. And now as a result, this piece keeps coming out. Before we begin, if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and possibly share. With that said, the way to remove this is basically you remove this entire console right here. This section comes out, and then internally within that is this entire grill section. You got to connect a couple of plug-ins, take this out, which I'll show you later on, and you replace the grill. So let's start with it. First thing you want to do is open up the glove compartment, and you really don't need any tools. You can do this by hand. Just start pulling right here. So these are it. This is the ignition start, the black one. You got a white one and a black one that need to be disconnected here. And then you just pull it off of this clamp that's holding the wires together. There you go. That's all there is. Now we'll go inside the garage and begin removing this portion of the panel here. Alright, so I moved into my garage. I placed the towel on my counter because obviously you don't want to scratch the surface in the front of the trim. So this is the piece that we got to remove, and there's a bunch of screws. I believe there's 9 of them that go all around. You basically remove those to remove this piece out. Here's the new one I bought online. I got this on eBay, and the quality is very good. Honestly, I couldn't even tell the difference by touching it and feeling it. It's the same thing as the BMW one that came with. So we're gonna replace this. Again, this is where the screws are. We're gonna go all around. They are torque screws. So that's it. Start removing it. So here we are. This is it. So all we got to do now is get like a small flat screwdriver and start to pry these tabs one by one and push out, like push out until you get a few of them out, and then it stays like that. Actually, I managed to do a couple of them by hand. It's not that rough. There you go. Alright guys, one thing to remember before you put it back in. These tabs, when you put the new one back in, you want to straighten them out in this position like this, 'cause sometimes they go up and down. So you want to straighten them out and put them into the middle slots right here. If you don't put them and you leave them upward or downward, then you're not going to get to move the vents left and right. So it's very important before you put that on, make sure these are sticking out this way and they go right into the center tabs. Another thing we need to do is remove this piece from in here to put into the new one. All it is just push in, and there you go. Comes right out. That's all it is. Push in, push out. So we're going to put it in the new one right now before I forget. Obviously remember which side is up, which side is down. So you push it in. There you go. It's in. Make sure everything works fine, and then you start to put this back in to this piece. Alright, so here I am now. Gently, I'm going to start to put this thing together, and obviously, just basically everything goes, it's a snap-on process. All these tabs in here need to snap on. There you go. There you go. Alright guys, once you're done putting the piece back together, just like I said again earlier, make sure those tabs inside line up with that center console line in there, the line in the middle. Just make sure you get those in. If you need someone else to help out, because it's pretty tedious, but once it's in, snap on, make sure all the tabs are snapped on, and then you begin to reverse process, put it back on. Obviously at first don't tighten them too much until you do a full circle going around with all the screws, and even then I have it on number 1, the weakest point. Here we go. Up and down, left and right, up and down, left and right. Now we're going to go put this back on in the car. Alright, so here we are. We're going to put this thing back together. First thing you want to do is make sure you put all these, plug in all the plugs in the right spot. Like I said before, there's only 3 of them total. So just hopefully you remember the right spots, even though you can't go wrong. Once you've plugged those in, just begin to work your way in slowly but surely. Align those tabs. And just start giving it a good push here and there until it's all in. There you go. You get the feel for it. Yep, perfect alignment. Looks like it came with the car. Up and down, left and right. Looks good. Well guys, I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, please subscribe, comment, share, and leave it a thumbs up. Thank you everybody.